service because, according to them, there was a circular stating that they can only be served on Mondays. I saw the circular myself. Subsequent to that, I, as hearing the intention of Mr. Speaker to come to a determination in one way or the other, the directed service, which is within my rights. Mr. Speaker, yesterday, Parliament was duly served.
Honorable Member. I majority leader, Afenyo Markin Has Brutally. Yenim asan koko hane kakra seseyo papa isi me de Mr. No Nonsense meeting in some funky. Anyway, this speaker of parliament, Brutally na nyankopon. Na speaker anso kire ne say ohene ahano mo nso ye me de ya. Efie no mi ami fie. It speak majority leader etotu nsem ni bi ma speaker of parliament. Yenko he video no emra.
Service because, according to them, there was a circular stating that they can only be served on Mondays. I saw the circular myself. Subsequent to that, I, as hearing the intention of Mr. Speaker to come to a determination in one way or the other, the directed service, which is within my rights. Mr. Speaker, yesterday, Parliament was duly served.
Honorable Member, please, I didn't want to interrupt you, but you are the majority leader and the leader of this House. As at the time you were directing service yourself, you took the trouble of coming to Parliament with two persons who are alleged to be bailiffs and went to the legal office to yourself, directing officials of the legal office to receive the service. You are a member of Parliament. I am the Speaker. It is my duty to protect your privileges and immunities. In doing so, I had a discussion with the Chief Justice, and we came to an understanding that in the meantime, the Chief Justice issued a directive as to how service of members of Parliament, some officers of Parliament, and the Speaker could be effected. I communicated this to the House and discussed it with you, the leaders. We said that as we go along, we will together, Parliament and the judiciary, particularly led by the Supreme Court, come out with a legislation on this issue of privileges and immunities of Parliament, members of Parliament, and specified officials of Parliament. We discussed this. Based on this discussion, the Chief Justice issued a directive to all registries of courts in the country. And it is stated clearly there that the Speaker can be served on Mondays during working hours. There were reasons why we came to those agreements. You are aware of it. Yet you kept on insisting that service be effected whilst the Speaker was presiding over the proceedings of the House. You, as leader of the House, as majority leader, you are saying that this was service because you threw the court processes on the table and walked away? Is that how you effect service? Please, to quote the common parlance, don't go there.
With respect, for the past 12 years, I have accorded you every respect, and I'll continue to do that. Mr. Speaker, the facts you put out are not true. Mr. Speaker, These are credibility issues, so I will respond for the
Honorable,
Mr. Speaker, somebody has told you something. Mr. Speaker, you reserve the right to be there to make your point. Let me make my point too. Mr. Speaker, no way. Mr. Speaker, no way. Mr. Speaker, whoever told you, Mr. Speaker, whoever told you that I threw a paper at somebody, this has to do with my credibility. I will not allow hands.
Honorable member, you don't listen at all.
Mr. Speaker, I do.
I never said you.
Mr. Speaker, you said
I never said you threw a paper at anybody.
Mr. Speaker,
I never
Mr.
said
Speaker,
that.
that's exactly what you said. Let the answer check it. Mr. Speaker, that is what you said.
You are being carried away by your
Mr.
anger.
Speaker,
You are not listening.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not angry.
Honorable member. Honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not angry.
I said the court process was thrown on the table in the office. I never stated it was thrown by you at any person.
Mr. Speaker, you said I allegedly said some bailiffs. Alleged bailiffs.
No.
Mr. Speaker, then clarify.
Please.
Mr. Speaker, with respect,
Listen to me.
Mr. Speaker, listen.
Honorable Majority Leader, I don't want to proceed to make some orders. Please, resume your seat.
Okay, it's where your majority leader, any speaker of parliament, or Monsa and Sema, they say a course or parliament one. Now, and some way see, you know, and a speaker say, any on him, so Kramatis was under a semi-aqua court. FR MPCR, ye can say, or more position ever call empty no. It is speaker, you know, say, in some fumbis are crown and bitchino. As somewhere see what Hannah was under a court. In some catch on some 48 good hours. Na ma be ma mo reply so asem na enso ha we de me yi wanu ne ya efiri se wo na so ta de minti ni dodo itie kwati asem a speaker enso so e kan e wo ho no
Vacant. However, I must emphasize that this ruling made by the previous speaker does not bind other speakers, including myself. It is important to point out that in the present matter before the House, the notice of poll is available at the Electoral Commission on all the 275 constituencies. I have duly taken note of the notice of the poll, and furthermore, no member in making comments to the statement made to the House by the minority leader denies these glaring and notorious facts. And so, what is my role in all this? Honorable members, it is important to point out that the Speaker is called upon by the standing orders of Parliament, particularly Order 18, to inform the House of the occurrence of a vacancy of the seat of a member under Clause 1B to E, G, and H of Article 97 of the Constitution. Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwache Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western Region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2, Honorable Andrew Amwako Asiama, independent member for Fomna constituency in Ashanti region, now referred to as MPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3, Honorable Kojo Asante, MPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, MPP MP for Agona West constituency in the Central region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this House any longer. The House is accordingly.
Abusia Ghana and Sense Media, Message Bibia. They say Speaker of Parliament on Ora Afenyo Markin Sense Media, Akoye Bibia Oho. I'm a court and so the Nanum sending atu. Miss Lewa try na subscribe to YouTube channel no. Who you so now I share link na ma foforo. Send your beya and some na beba no, yedini na betuja amount. Ahanum eye BJ so.